Hi, I'm Tony Hannity's and you're watching Lazy Tech TV. So right now we're going to take a look at a new product from Dotan Saguy. Now Dotan has actually created at least 2 to 3 different successful Kickstarter projects, and all of them have been surrounding the iPad and the iPhone. And they're really about making a minimalistic change with a very small accessory to make your experience with your iDevice that much better. So he's created the Smart Cargo. Now what the Smart Cargo does, it allows you to store certain accessories that you would normally bring with you when you're using your iPad. So let's take it, for example, a stylus. If you want to, be able to draw or do anything or write or, take notes, you always want to have a stylus with you because it's probably going to be a lot better to use instead of using your finger. If you want to listen to music, you're going to have headphones. If you want to have a microfiber cloth to clean your screen all the time, you're going to have to lug that with you as well too. All these things add up bulk, and you don't want to put it into your pocket. You want to make it easily accessible. And so what do? We go out and buy a whole separate case. And a lot of those times those cases are not very user-friendly in the sense they're kind of big. They're almost as big as the iPad themselves. And for us guys, we don't really want to carry a small kind of purse looking like pencil case. So what the Smart Cargo allows you to do is basically put all of this right here into this, and with the handy dandy magnet that is on the smart cover, it just snaps to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build of the smart cover. Let's see what we can put in there and see how it fits and actually works when you're using it with your iPad. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the iPad 3rd gen. So it only works with iPads that have the smart cover capability. And I don't think he has one in development for any iPad minis at the moment, but maybe in the future he will. Don't know. In any case, when you put this on here, first of all, it is all magnetized. And it actually magnetizes to the actual smart cover itself, not the iPad. Second of all, when you put it on here, you want to make sure the contour here is facing outward. So it flaps open this way. And I'll explain the reason why that in just a second. But first of all, to open it up, there's no magnet in here. You just open it up. It's just a latch. And then you can fit whatever you can fit in there. We'll go into that into more detail in just a second. But the reason why it's slanted this way is not just because it looks cool. There's actually, I would say, maybe at least 2 reasons. First of all, when you're holding the iPad with this, it actually gives you a little bit more grip. So you can kind of walk with this, and it's less likely that the iPad would fall out of your hands. If some of you use the smart cover as a stand to prop up the iPad while you're watching a movie or even while you're typing, what's really nice is he's actually designed this to contour with the smart cover, so even when it's folded up, it's not going to get in the way. So this is basically what it would look like when it's all folded in, and you can still use it as a typing stand or still watch a movie. And then when you actually need to get to it, it's right there. Let's go ahead and see what we can actually put in here though. Okay, so first of all, like I said, it just fits on there magnetically, no problem. There's no like latching that you have to do. And the magnet and on the awakening the iPad still works with no problem. And when you open it up, it opens up pretty easily. It's felt in here. So if you were to put something maybe delicate that you didn't want to get scratched, the felt inside would prevent that from happening. And I personally use a stylus sometimes when I'm using my iPad. So here's my stylus that I got from the folks over at Sensui. So that's one thing I would bring with me. And then also I definitely like to listen to music. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pair of these headphones in. Yes, but yeah, these are some Zip Ears headphones that I actually do use. I just forgot who I got them from. And yeah, these will fit in there, no problem. Tuck them in here. And then as you can see, I've got some more room up there, so I could just, put a little microfiber cloth in there, or maybe a Tic Tac or something. I don't know, whatever it is that you feel that you would need to bring with you on a daily basis to to and fro whenever you use your iPad. Even maybe like a USB cable, or it doesn't even have to be an iPad accessory, just something that you bring with you everywhere and that would fit in here. And so let's just see if it fits. So there you go. Holding it, no problem. The hinge of the actual smart cargo itself seems to be fairly sturdy. And when you want to access whatever content's in there, just open it up, take it out, and you're Bob's your uncle. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build of the actual smart cargo. It's basically plastic all the way around. You've got the magnet on the back here. It's got 3 separate hinges for the door. Like I mentioned earlier, you have a nice lining of felt on the inside here, so nothing will really get scratched on the inside, so all your stuff is protected. The actual clasp to keep it closed, fairly simplistic. Maybe a jolt would open it up if you, well, there you go, just open by itself. So, yeah, so it's not like a foolproof lock and key kind of door, but as long as you don't drop it, uh, your contents won't be flying. And plus, if you did drop it, I don't think you'd care more about this than you would care about your iPad. So that's one thing. Also, the edge between the actual bottom of the smart cargo and the rest of the body, it looks to be separated a little bit, and this is purely just impressions of, I think, what is a prototype, because obviously it hasn't gone into full retail production yet because it's still in Kickstarter right now. But I would be weary about that because, well, I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on it, and I've already kind of separated the floor of the smart cargo to the rest of the housing. So that was kind of something here. If you can actually see it, if I open it, you can actually see it start talking. I honestly did not put that much pressure on it, and it already opened up there. So again, I think the concept is really, really cool with this. I personally haven't really been a long-term user of Dotan's projects myself, but he has surprised me time and time again. Every time I said I don't think the product will be a success on Kickstarter, it almost oversells and doubles its project goal. So, or the smart cargo for the iPad, I think is a great concept. I think a lot of people will start using it and will start needing something like this the more and more that we bring these types of accessories everywhere that we go. I just really hope the final build is a lot better than what we see here. And that's actually been the case. I do want to point out I've looked at some of Dotan's first primary prototypes and have said, they're not the best products, and then I've seen the finished retail packaging and have changed my mind. So take it for what you will. I think the finished product of the smart cargo is going to be great. And I really do hope that whoever gets theirs really enjoys it. If you haven't yet pledged for it, I think it's still available. I think they have like maybe 10 days left in the Kickstarter project, and it's only $20, I think, for something like this. So $20 to carry all of your, maybe not all, but the necessity accessories with you whenever you use your iPad. So go ahead and go to Kickstarter.com for more information, or better yet, go to LazyTechGuys.com for the official link onto Kickstarter, and let us know what you think. Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and we will talk to you guys later. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.